Okay, welcome students. Let us continue. Next point is to develop the scientific temper, humanism and spirit of inquiry and reform. Means you should now relate the things scientifically. You should not go on blaming with the, we learn in the previous chapters, yes or no, that we are doing the non-orthodox things like offering navas and whatever things are there. So you should try to get educated and relate the things temporally, scientifically and also insaniyat. Yes, you should practice humanity. You should have that kindness of human beings and spirit of inquiry and reform. Whatever is there, you should inquire about the things, not directly, if we do this, this will happen. Don't believe on such things. Scientifically inquire it. कि इससे क्या होता है? Okay, inquire it and then follow. Don't just carry out your orthodox thinking and bring a change. Reform means what? Bring a change in your thinkings. Become little broad-minded, okay, not narrow-minded. To safeguard public property and to abjure violence. Means if you are going somewhere in the parks or gardens, that is public property, that public toilets are there. Don't unnecessarily destroy the things which have been meant for the public. Protect all those things because they are needed by you only, for the public only, yes or no, and they have been made available for the public. So also safeguard the public property, to strive towards excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity, so that the nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievement. So anyhow, we have to, as an individual, for everything we have to strive hard and carry out our responsibility, and whatever activity we are doing, whatever deeds we are doing should be such that it will take our country to the higher level. Okay, it will make our country progress and achieve development in the world. Okay, so that type of work should be done by us. Every citizen of India who is a parent or guardian should provide opportunities of education to his or her child or ward between the age of 16 and 14 years. So it is the responsibility of every parent that they should educate their children. They should send them to school in between this age group, that is age of 6 and 14 years, and not make them work in any other places for the sake of money. In fact, they should be given education. That is the responsibility of every parent. If parents are not there, guardians are taking place. Yeah? Someone is there who is looking after the child. They should see to it that they have been given proper education in their age. Okay. Next. So see, these pictures are given. You can see a boy scribbling on a historical structure. So is it good? It is our responsibility to scribble. We should preserve our monuments, our historical places. The damaging a public bus. See, public bus, it is a public transport. For us it is there, yes or no? It is carrying us from one place to another, and then we are damaging them. Then see, hanging lemon and chilies. Yes, these are all orthodox thinkings, right? Then a woman emptying a garbage can on the street. Is it the responsibility of the citizen to do this? No. So all these things you can see are not correct, right? Shall I come to the chart? Okay, this I will read afterwards. Come on page number 87 first. Okay. What do you think? Girls and boys between the ages 6 and 14 have got the right to education. All the girls and boys in this age group should be in school, yes or no? Yet many girls and boys are not able to go to school because of many reasons. They have to work to help their parents earn a living for the family. Do you think that it is unfair to such children to insist that they go to school? What do you think? Now, due to some reasons, these children are not getting the education. So, according to you, what do you feel? That giving them, advising them that go to school, is it fair or unfair? What do you think? It is fair, but then we should help them. We should give them some means which they can, satisfy their livelihood. Parents can satisfy, and then the children can be sent to the school. Okay, so that way you can think of many more points. At the beginning of the civics section, we got introduced to the goals and characteristic features of the Indian Constitution. So in this standard, when you have started with your history lesson, Okay, first history lesson, civics lesson. At that time you had studied what are the goals and the features of the constitution. Okay, we also consider the rights of the Indian citizens and the legal protection guaranteed to these rights by the constitution. We have studied this previous two lessons, that what are the rights and what is the protection. Judicial protection is also given to safeguard our rights. So we have all studied this. We understood the directive principles of state policy and the fundamental duties of Indian citizens. So next year we shall study the administration of our country. Okay, so these things we have studied in our civics section. Before I end, let us see that chart of 86, that table, page number 86. Now it is very easy, some instances are given. Let us have a reading. The river in our village does not look like a river at all. What an amount of plastic waste. Even if anybody tells me, I will never throw any waste in the river. So see his thinking. We also see around, if any rivers are there, water is less and garbage is more. Yes or no? So you should not say all people are throwing here, what is that, even I will throw. Don't do that. You remain firm. As a citizen, you do your responsibility. No, I am not going to throw in the river. Fine. That is all right, but what to do about these deafening sounds? Okay. Now we have been given by these rights, but what about the deafening sounds? So how to deal? Deafening means what? जो सुन के भी अनसुना करते, behaving like a deaf. Okay, means not following the rules. People just don't seem to realize these things while celebrating festivals. वो भान ही नहीं रखते है ना, त्यांना भानच नाही राहत. When they are celebrating festivals, what amount of garbage and anyhow they are just doing that. So they are not paying attention. We should also be insistent on our responsibility as citizens. Yes or no? It is our duty to protect the resources and public property of our country. So whose responsibility is? Government has made us available with all the public property. Yes or no? Then it is our duty to safeguard them, protect them. Let us start step by step. Let us make a few resolutions. Resolutions means what? Some firm decisions. Decide करते हैं firmly कि yes, great resolution कि हाँ हम ऐसे करेंगे. Let us tell girls and boys to go to school. Let us use the different facilities in school responsibly. Yes, if you find anywhere something is wrong, oh this is there, if this table is there, that chalk tray will fall down, chalks will break, so why not I keep it on the proper place? This is all the things, keep it on the particular place. Start it from your place itself in the school. Then let us be proud of our country. Let us participate in the festivals of different religions. Don't just follow your religion. Also participate at least in their happiness in the festivals in other religions. Let us celebrate them by avoiding pollution of the environment. Any festival you celebrate, see to it, celebrate it so that it will not cause any harm in the environment. Okay, let us use public facilities properly and take good care of the same. Yes, for suppose if you are using public toilets, let us see that you are keeping your disposing your waste very properly by using water. Don't make that environment unclean. Okay, so use your public properties, take care. Let us perform all the tasks that we have undertaken honestly, always striving for excellence. So honestly, loyally do all your responsibility so that you will achieve excellence in everything. Okay, so with this today we finish our lesson. So civics portion is also over. Thank you, bye and take care.